Not everyone knows just how useful and versatile aluminum can be. In fact, most people are unaware that aluminum is actually one of a small number of metals that actually form the crust of the Earth. To be precise, about 1.59% of planet Earth and roughly 8.3% of the Earth's crust. Interesting, yeah. Although they didn't know too much about it at the time, people actually started using aluminum as a material since as far back as the 5th century. Anyway, aluminum has quite a number of different uses. Some you may be familiar with, but undoubtedly, there will be quite a number of cool hacks you hadn't thought of before. And we are certain that by the time you finish reading, you will have a newfound respect for the precious Earth crust. Real material. But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. Internet problems. When you have a lot of important or interesting stuff to do which involve Wi-Fi, it can be an absolute nightmare if you have to keep going through the process checking the cables, rebooting your system, restarting your router, and often still getting no better results. The problem is often not with the actual hardware, but rather weak signal strength. We can suggest a master plan that may be able to help, starting with covering a card-shaped flap with aluminum, which you then place in front of the router. The layer of aluminum should give your connection a good strong boost. You might not know this yet, but aluminum is actually a fantastic material for making jewelry. It is light, it doesn't rust like iron, which a lot of cheap jewelry is made from. It is easy to clean, it doesn't tarnish, and unless you have a metal allergy, it is also hypoallergenic, as it doesn't contain nickel, which is a more common allergen. It is also extremely malleable, meaning it is a great material for making diary from, keeping matchsticks dry. The discovery of fire undoubtedly changed humanity forever, amongst other things allowing humans to cook their food as well as keep warm. However, we have come a long way since the days of our ancestors who had to produce fire by creating friction between two stones. If you are camping, matchsticks are the best option. More importantly, dry matchsticks. The last thing you want when you finally find somewhere dry to camp for the night and start setting up your campfire is to discover that your matches are too wet to light. A small bit of aluminum can save the day. Just roll some matchsticks and a bit of aluminum when preparing your camping gear and you're good to go. Many of us have some cabinets in our kitchen or elsewhere where the shelves or drawers are quite deep, making it very likely that they don't get any natural light at the back. This is most welcoming to the least favorite creepy crawly cockroaches. Avoid welcoming cockroaches into your kitchen. The solution to this is placing aluminum foil on the shelves themselves, which will reflect light onto all corners of the cabinet, which in turn increases the light, which will decrease the number of insect visitors. Low-cost boost to radiator efficiency. When it is cold outside, the one consolation is coming into a warm house, but sometimes a standard radiator just doesn't quite do the trick. Of course, it is possible to upgrade it or even buy another one, but both of those options mean more expensive electricity and gas bills. Low-cost boost to radiator efficiency. The extremely low-cost and the easy homemade solution comes in the form of aluminum and some cardboard. Just put some flaps of foil over the cardboard and place it around the heat source, which will reflect heat further and increase the rate of heat distribution, keeping bananas fresh for longer. Here are a couple of interesting facts for you. Bananas are actually the only fruit that never face an insect attack, but they also contain quite high amounts of reacting agents compared to other fruits, which make it more likely to decay faster. Oddly, by breaking the air contact with aluminum foil, the rotting process can actually be slowed down, keeping bananas fresh for longer. Wrapping the top stem of the banana with aluminum will delay the decaying process, slowing the reaction enough to allow you to enjoy your bananas for days and days longer. Protect doorknobs from fresh paint. Whatever your painting project involves, if it is a full house or just a room, there are always some spots you don't want to touch. Using paper and tape is a great option for protecting ceilings and door frames. But what about the curvy doorknob? Protect doorknobs from fresh paint. Another scenario where aluminum foil can save the day: it easily molds into the shape of the knob, as well as catching all the drops of paint, and after the paint dries you can just chuck the protector in the trash and have no worries about any leftover marks. Glue gun saver. Anyone who has used one before knows just how incredible glue guns are. The hot melted glue dispensed from the gun, keeping your hands clean, is perfect for sealing, sticking, and all sorts of fun stuff. But when you finish, there tends to be an adhesive layer left on the tip. Aluminum foil is your best bet here. Just give the tip a little scrub and it will clear off all excess in no time, keeping it clean for the next use. Resealing open bags. Often one doesn't know exactly how much nibbles to buy for a little gathering of friends, or you want variety and end up buying a good number of family packs of chips so that you can have a pick and mix, which is all well and good until those extras left in the bag spill out of the cabinet all over the kitchen floor. We have a good solution to this problem, and you don't even need any special equipment. Just a hot iron and a strip of aluminum foil will do the trick, making old mirrors bright again. If you pick up any interior design magazine, you will notice that mirrors are key in making a space seem brighter and more spacious. but with time the reflective layer on the mirror gets affected, resulting in eye spots appearing. There is usually a reflective paint on the circumference of the mirror which is similar to the silver surface of tin foil. Take a strip of aluminum, tape it to the frame of the mirror and voila, mirror healed. A handy and transferable frying pan. For most of us who love camping trips, one of the highlights is the bonfires and the campfire cooking. But often there is so much to remember to pack when going camping that essential things like frying pans are often forgotten. A roll of aluminum foil will save the day. Make a little stack of some layers of foil, bend them into the desired shape, and your pan is ready for cooking. Remedy for vinyl tile hassle. Vinyl tiles, and particularly bathroom ones, have an annoying habit of getting loose over time. But you don't have to worry about replacing them or ripping up the whole floor to remedy these small blemishes. Just put the tile back into its place. Cover it with a layer of aluminum. Get your trust iron and iron over it. The heat from the iron will warm up the adhesive, setting the vinyl tile back into its position. A protective credit card cover. The new RFID credit cards are very convenient and easy to use. You can pay just by tapping the card to the machine. But the lack of PIN also makes it vulnerable to unauthorized payments. So how do you protect yourself? Aluminum to the rescue yet again. Using the foil, you can make a little pouch for your card, and the aluminum will act as a protective barrier from unwanted purchases, as it won't allow for scanning or reading the card data while wrapped in the foil. Getting the light right. All beginner photographers know that one of the most frustrating issues in trying to get the photograph right is getting the lighting right. As amateurs, we mostly don't have access to all the high-end flashes and light reflectors, so end up compromising with underexposed images. But fear not, as aluminum is here to help yet again. Wrap a couple of layers around a piece of cardboard and you have your very own portable light reflector, allowing you to focus all the ambient light onto a single subject. It's a soap trick. Cleaning is absolutely necessary, there is no doubt about that. However, if you wash your hands a lot during the day, which one should, then your soap bar becomes a soapy mess in the dish with the residue soap and water. Surprisingly, aluminum can be of assistance in this situation too. A little strip of foil on the bottom of the soap will keep the bar in good shape, absorb some harmful chemicals, making it kinder to skin, and all in all increase its lifespan. Putting the sparkle back into your jewelry. Everyone knows that jewelry can be what completes your outfit, however it only really gives it that extra level of pizzazz when the jewelry is shiny and clean. It's pinned, but the last thing one wants is to spend a lot of time scrubbing and rubbing with smelly chemicals. Easy peasy aluminum hack alert. You're a good professional but at home clean, just put the jewelry in a bowl with some soapy water and a piece of aluminum foil, and watch your jewelry get its shine back. Matching clothes without ruining your ironing board. Getting a tear in your jeans is not a difficult problem to solve, as you just have to stick a patch onto the ripped spot. However, there is risk involved as the spot is prone to heat, and while ironing it on your clothes, it can stick to the ironing board, which can ruin both the clothing and the board. A little piece of aluminum can assist this situation. Then slide a bit of foil under the hole, which will form a layer of material that is heat absorbent, and that will stop any unwanted sticking happening. Garden Solar Light Distributor. Sun is not just a source of life for plants, but for all living things, so getting as much sun in every part of your garden will really give it the extra boost. So get a pretty lamp or just an attractive hanging light fixture and attach a piece of aluminum to it, making sure to adjust the foil so that it can get a good balance of light distribution, aiming it in whatever direction you choose.